Hi, my name is Caleb. I'm a technician here at Holmes Rental and Sales in Sugarcreek, Ohio. Today we're going to go over on what we do on our services, on our 300-hour service and our 1,000-hour service here. A lot of people don't realize that in here we don't only work on our own equipment, that we also work on anyone else's equipment that brings it in. Whether it's your personal piece or your company's piece of equipment, we work on just about anything in here. So I'll give you just a brief run over on what we do on our 300-hour service in comparison to our 1,000-hour service. So on our 300-hour service, that includes going over the engine. We will be going over, checking over everything over the engine, replacing the oil filter, the fuel filters. We'll also be replacing the air filter. Then we'll be doing a check over the entire machine, a visual inspection of all the hydraulic hoses, all the switches. Every function that the machine has, we'll be checking drive hubs for fluid levels, drive motors. One thing I would like to note with our inspection of all these machines, with every piece of paperwork that comes through the shop, we have our machine heavy equipment checklist that we go over. This is a checklist of simply making sure every component gets checked on the machine if it's applicable to your machine. Coolant, oil, all these different fluid levels, testing the batteries, the lights, tire pressures, brakes, down to limit switches on boom lifts. The scissor lifts, we service scissor lifts as well, checking things like the pothole protection system, making sure that the unit goes into low gear when you're elevated. Once we've completed all of these service points, we will actually take the machine outside and test all of the functions, all of the speed limit cutouts, and ensuring that there is no wear on the machine when you're up in the air and that it's safe to operate when you're out on the job site. In comparison to the 1,000-hour service, the difference there is we will be going and doing the engine service as normal, but then we will also be doing a hub oil replacement where we drain the hubs of their fluid and replace with new fluid. We will also be replacing the hydraulic filters in the hydraulic tank, the hydraulic tank vent filters, and also all the hydraulic filters external to the tank. Located back here is one of the filters. We would replace any filter outside of the tank and in the tank. We also work on lots of other equipment in here as well besides just boom lifts. For example, over here we have a telehandler. On these machines, it's kind of the same way with the 300-hour service versus the 1,000-hour service. With the 300, we do all the fuel filters, oil filters, air filters, all of that. And then with the 1,000-hour service on these machines, we will also be replacing the hub oil, but then also the axle oil in the rear axle here and the front axle as well. We will also be replacing the oil in the transmission and in the transfer case under the machine to ensure all fluids are new and are not being broken down. We'll be replacing the transmission filter, all hydraulic filters, and as well doing a full inspection of the entire machine to ensure everything is in good working condition. We also work on a lot of other things as well, such as excavators, mini excavators, large excavators. We also have a dingo sitting over here. We work on dingos as well, smaller pieces. This as well, we would go over engine service, 1,000-hour service, but then on track units like this, we would also lift the machine up off the ground and inspect all of our rollers and idlers under here to make sure that none of our bearings are going out. Be ensuring that all of that stuff is in good condition and that our tracks aren't torn in any way, and we'll be inspecting the wear on the tracks as well. Once we've finished our service, we will be installing a service sticker on the side of the machine or else in the cab. a service sticker that will explain when the unit was serviced, what date, what the hours were, and when the next service is due. In here we also do annual inspections on equipment, which is an inspection of every point on the machine down to every nut and bolt and pin, every wear pad, everything that is on the machine we inspect, make sure everything is completely perfect where it needs to be. And there, once the inspection of the machine is done and everything checks out and there's no issue with the machine, then we would install an annual inspection sticker that shows the month and the year that the machine was serviced last and inspected. Well, that pretty much sums up what we do here as far as services. If there is anything that you would like worked on as far as heavy equipment, anything from boom lifts, telehandlers, skid steers, bulldozers, anything in between. I mean, if it's something that you're not sure if we would work on it, chances are that we do. If you have something you would like to have worked on, whether serviced or repaired, you can give us a call at 330-852-3600 and just give us a call and ask us if it's something we would work on. And chances are we will. Thank you.